when you focus only on pushing forward, you actually might take yourself back. You know what? Not only that you'll take yourself back, this might be your new disaster. So pushing forward is great, but there's a way to do it. In life, many times you hear push forward, don't give up, continue, have grit, which are all wonderful words and not easy to do, but really, those are really important habits, pushing forward and moving forward and having grit and consistency. It's really important. I'll be the first one, to support that. But when all of your focus is only in pushing forward, not only that you won't push forward, you'll actually go back and, like we just said a moment ago, you might be creating right now your new disaster. What do I mean when I say that? It's pretty simple. I'll give you two examples, but this could really go to any area of life, whether it's, self-work, relationships, business, everything. But I'll give you two examples that will make it simple, and then I want to give you the answer how you could, push forward, move forward, but do it in the right way that would actually create growth and happiness and not destruction. I remember a few times in life, but right now I'll focus on two, that I did the same thing. I was only pushing forward, but I wasn't, I didn't add that other ingredient that helps also to grow. That ingredient creates a growth and the happiness. So the first time was when I was exercising. I had no experience, and I thought I was learning, and I was just focusing on a certain goal. And I told myself, okay, I want to get to that goal. And I think that time was a marathon, and also I wanted to do a certain number of pull-ups. And I was exercising like crazy, and I was okay, push forward, grit, consistency, always push hard. And it was nice. So it wasn't really nice, I'm joking. It was hard. I liked the results, and the results came eventually. But then after that, it's not a one-time thing. You need to continue and doing the exercise and staying in shape. And I started having really serious pain. It actually got to a stage that I had the pain that, when I had that type of pain, I could hardly move. I remember one time flying to, it was California, and I had crazy back pain, crazy knee pain. And what's the first thing you do? You're right, you open Google. So you start, I started Googling up, all the pain that I have, and the results that came up weren't so promising. It started talking about cancer and all different type of things. So, I knew someone that, he's like in the whole physiotherapy world, and he works a lot with athletes, and I started asking him questions. First thing he told me, Yair, stop Googling what you think you have, and now let's put the facts on the table. The facts were pretty simple. I was working really hard, only pushing forward, not looking too much like how to improve. What did I do wrong in my exercise in order to improve it for the next time? And for sure, not resting enough. So eventually, we got to that understanding that I have to change the way I exercise. It took me time to basically recover, and I had to give up a few things that I was planning to do in life. And me pushing forward brought me to a different path. Whatever I planned to do in life, I had to change that because of the injuries I got. But I really believe whatever happened already is all for the best of us. So that's number one. Exercise, pushing forward. It's great, but when you don't have that other ingredient, it's only pushing forward, you'll do like I did to myself, and I got injured. The other example was in business. So we just spoke about my injury, so I had to change the path I was walking on in life and go to a different career. And then somehow I got into real estate. That's a whole different story, real estate investing. And what happened, you would have thought that, okay, you learned your lesson from the exercise, that you're only pushing forward, only moving forward. But I didn't learn the lesson. And then when I got to business, I had no experience in real estate. Like when I say no experience, I mean -0. And I started with one project. Of course, all the challenges came up, and I had that mantra in my head. I didn't learn from the exercise experience. What was the mantra? Push forward, always push forward. Again, which is great, but we need to add that other ingredient. And I started with one project, and went pretty well. Of course, the challenges were there, but it went pretty well. Another project was fine. But then, from a place of no experience, all of a sudden I find myself with a few projects, and I'm overseas, so I fly every few months. But I had a few projects that I was trying to juggle in between them. And what happened was that, forget about the fact that my money was there, but also investors' money was there. And some project, like I said, went well. But there were a few projects that really started to bring up like serious challenges that cost me a lot of money. Like I'm talking about a lot of money. And what happened then was that, I thought, okay, well, if I keep on pushing forward, we'll be fine. Things will turn around. I'll just keep on pushing forward and moving forward. What I didn't realize again is that I had missed that really important ingredient, which I'll mention in a second. But what eventually happened is that the investors lost money, I lost money, and it was a painful experience. It taught me a lot about life. And when you want to help other people and then actually your actions, I'll say my actions, cost them and me to lose money, it wasn't pleasant in any way. What happened after that is then I got that, I won't say enlightenment, but I got that insight that I was missing that crucial ingredient. Whether it was in the sports, whether it was in the business, and by the way, also in relationships. That ingredient is pretty simple. In order to have growth, in order to create happiness in life, of course you need to take action. Of course you need to have the grit and the persistency. No doubt about that, and you need to put in the work. It's not magic, it's not going to happen within one night. But in order to create that growth and happiness and well-being, number one, you need to learn whatever it is you want to do. Then you take action. And then the third thing that I was kind of missing right over there is the reflection part. Now, of course, after you learn, you think you know, or even if you ask other people that they're in the field, you think you know because you have experienced people behind you. But that's not enough, Taking the action is amazing. Again, that's not enough. What turns this experience into a whole picture of growth is the reflection. It's a reflection and rest. But when you reflect on what you do, you could get much better the next time, and the next time, and the next time again, because you learned, you took the action, whatever you did right, amazing. You're going to continue on doing that. And then whatever you did wrong might have been pretty painful, maybe even really painful, but now that you're going to fix it and you're going to change next time when you take that action, so you'll be first much stronger because you went through the experience. You had grit, you had persistency, so first you're stronger. Second, you know how to do that certain action in a better way that will bring better results. So in anything in life, you really need to have that reflection in order to create that growth. Now, in between those experiences, you also want to have some rest, because if you don't have any rest time, you will burn out. Don't get it wrong, you will burn out, no doubt about that. I had it, other people I know had it. So reflection, have that reflection. Have that also rest time, to gain back your power. You got your power back, you learned your experiences, go out and take more action, be persistent. But then you need to navigate again. Next time things happen, again, reflect and push forward. If you need to change your route, like I did a few times in life, I thought I'll be doing something and then I ended up doing something else because sometimes it was body injuries, sometimes it was different things. So do that, but have that learning mode, learning state of mind, then taking action, reflection, rest, and implementing whatever you learn in that reflection and the next action step. Hi, I hope this video is serving you. I just want to share with you that my belief in life is that you are here to serve a purpose greater than yourself. But in order to do that the best way, you must start with investing in yourself. Enjoy the rest of the video. Whatever it is you're going through in life that you feel that you're moving forward, but then you're actually going back, and then you're moving forward and going back, do me a favor, take down a pen and paper. You could also write on your phone, do whatever you want. Again, could be in any field of life. Could be in your relationships with yourself, with your family, through your spouse, with business, health, nutrition. Really could be everything. Whatever it is you're going through in life, take down a piece of paper and write down what is it that you're moving. You think you're moving forward, but then you're also always going back, or you feel that you're pushing forward, but you're still stuck, and you might have some serious experiences over there, some serious challenges. Take down these notes and write down, okay, what is it that I have done until now that didn't work? What can I learn from it? Because those actions that didn't work, so they could really be your best teacher. So write them down and see what's the next one step, as they could do now, but with an improvement after the reflection. So do that. And like we just mentioned, it could be in every area of, it could be in any area of life. Could be self-improvement, could be relationships with other people, could be nutrition, sleep, exercise, business, really everything, financial behavior, whatever you want it. What is that area that you feel you're pushing forward, continuing to push forward, but you're not getting those results you want? Write down what can you learn, what can other people that have got there, that they did already their reflection, what could you also learn from them? So basically combining their reflection with your reflection will probably bring you to the results you want and to the growth and happiness you always want to get to. And by the way, you'll have more challenges along the way. And when more challenges will come along the way, again, learn more, act more, reflect more, rest, and implement whatever you learn and continue to grow. Hope those steps will help you to move forward in life and light your path and the people surrounding you. I hope you enjoyed the video and you got some tools to overcome your challenges and light your path. For us to help other people, please press that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget that the most amazing things in life are the one you take for granted.